How y'all doing? My name is Ken. I'm the owner of Camden DJ and Event Services. You can be found at camdendj.com, or you can call us direct 912-322-6255. This will be my first ever vlog or video blog. The reason I'm wanting to do this is because it's a topic that's near and dear to my heart. For the past 15 years, 13 years, outside of it being a hobby, I've been paid to be a DJ. Now, before I go any further, let me preface this entire rant, this entire whatever you want to call it, by saying I'm not the first professional DJ, and I guarantee you I won't be the last, that has this opinion, has shared this opinion, or may even have this opinion in the form of a vlog online. A DJ that I just recently started following hit the nail on the head with this subject. So now you're probably wondering, what are we going to talk about? Well, let me tell you. Let me throw it out there. Talk about a couple things. One, we're going to talk about DJ versus an iPod. And then I want to talk about the do-it-yourself DJs. I just got these Black Friday speakers on sale for $99, and I'm gonna do your wedding. I don't really want to say the Craigslist DJ because I have at times ran ads on Craigslist. But for the sake of conversation, we'll say Craigslist DJs. Okay, first of all, iPod versus a DJ. I understand it's a consumer, driven world. Everybody wants to know how much it is, can they get it cheaper somewhere else, and getting the best value for your money. But really, is an iPod a better value than a DJ? I subscribe to all the social networking sites, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Pinterest, the Instagram, and my activity levels on each one is different based on what I'm trying to accomplish. But from time to time, I do scan the different sources or the outlets to see, what's trending. And the other day I stumbled across like a huge pin on Pinterest where there's apparently a DJ app now. And you can download this app for your iPhone or Android device and DJ your own wedding. And so I read it. I clicked on the link, and I had to see what it was all about. And it had been repinned like 300 million times. And with the same results from all the pins. Oh my gosh, Becky, that's the greatest idea ever. And so I commented on one of the threads, OMG, Becky, this is the greatest idea ever. Hey, so tell me about this app. Okay, Becky, we're saying Becky because I think it's funny. Oh my gosh, Becky. Becky replies, you can download your own playlist and just let it rock! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. And then my question to Becky was, that sounds great, Becky. Does this app keep the function flowing properly? Does the app know when to stop and when to start for each song? Surely this app can read the crowd and say, whoa, no one's dancing. Well, let me go ahead and mix it up a little bit. And of course this app, and probably only on the iPhone, can definitely tell if all the parties are ready for their introductions. And there's probably a separate app that you could download also that does the introductions. Does the app know that the father of the bride stepped outside to smoke a cigarette and he's not here for the father-daughter dance? and they're going to have to play 2 more songs till he gets done telling the fishing story. Does the app know when a song is bothering somebody, or maybe not the right pick for the crowd? Does the app know there's no response? Let's change it up. And surely the app comes with somebody, like a person. You download this app that's going to DJ your wedding, and 2 days before your wedding, somebody shows up to control the app. Because surely you're not going to invite someone to your wedding and then have them sit with an iPod in their lap all day. In an average wedding, I start and stop the music over 100 times. Play over 100 songs. And we're talking a small wedding. I understand people want to save money. And I understand you're not going to get the best DJ for maybe comparable to what an iPod system would run you. But let's look at it like this. Oh, does the app come with speakers and lights? Because surely you're going to have a way to play the music through the app, for an audience of even 20 people. Unless it's a really tiny dance floor. That must be what it is. The thing is, your wedding is the most important day of your life, maybe second only to the birth of your children. Or in some cases, graduating college, or your wedding is one of your most important moments in life. Do you really want to put that on an iPod? Or do you want to have somebody that'll help you make it memorable? I'll say this. Go on YouTube and just download wedding iPod DJ fail. Whatever combination you want to type in, however you want to type it, but somehow incorporate those words. Fail, iPod, wedding. This is your wedding. It's not mine. Whether you call me or not, it's not going to affect me. We answer 20 plus phone calls a day and probably twice as many emails looking for a DJ. Granted, some people want to pay, $200, which, I tell them there's a lot of good DJs out there. Maybe they can find somebody that will be able to help them with $200. Unfortunately, I cannot. You just can't use an iPod. I understand, there are a lot of things going on with the wedding, and you want to try to save money anywhere you can. An average iPod costs over $400. Part of Camden DJ and Event Services, we do have rental equipment, sound systems, and whatnot. For people that just absolutely refuse to hire a DJ and are dead set on using an iPod, we still want to do business with you. Just understand our position on the iPod wedding music. Our speaker systems for rent for that type of function start at $200. Okay? So now you've got a $400 iPod and a $200 set of speakers. Well, surely you may want some lights. Unless, I guess, maybe not. So we'll figure low end, a light bar that we have available for rent, $100. So now, $200 iPod, or $400 iPod, $200 speakers, and $100 light bar, you're up to $700. A lot of DJs will bring all that stuff and do the work for $700. Don't use an iPod. I know the Beckys of the world saving money, posting it on Pinterest, and whatnot. It sounds good, but this is one day of your life. Don't skimp, okay? I understand everybody's trying to save money. A lot of DJs will work with you, licensed and professional. And when I say licensed, I'm not talking music license. That's a whole nother subject for another vlog. I'll say this: DJs don't have to have a license other than a license to operate business. The same license, same as any other business, has to be licensed to do business with consumers. Any DJ that tells you you have to have a music license to play that song because it's, I have a music license and I'm licensed to play that song, so you need to hire me. No, you need to not talk to him anymore because he's a liar. Mobile DJs are not required to have any type of ASCAP or, now they are required morally to buy their music. There are, a lot of DJs steal music. I personally subscribe to several different pools, and what I can't find there, Amazon MP3 has never let me down. So a real DJ will buy his music, and that's part of the cost of why DJs, real DJ companies and real businesses, they have business costs, and that's why they cost money. We have to pay for music. I pay almost $200 a month, for music, to make sure you have what you want to hear at your next big function. Not to mention, we're businesses. We're legitimate businesses, and we have business expense. And that's why you pay for our service. The better DJs, you'll pay more for. Other DJs you won't pay as much for. And let's talk about those guys. We're going to refer to them affectionately as the Craigslist DJs. There's a lot of people nowadays that think because they buy a couple speakers, they got a CD player, a tablet, a computer, maybe the MacBook Air, they've got some form of a media player, whether it's two turntables and a microphone, or whether it's a touch screen, whatever. That doesn't make a DJ. For a long time, DJs have been working, real DJs have been working to establish a place in the industry. I don't often open an introduction with Ken McEwen, professional DJ, because the phrase DJ in itself has a bit of a negative connotation these days. I used to be proud of it. I'm still proud of what I do. But you got these guys, the Craigslist DJs. They have these speakers, bunch of music that they stole off the internet, LimeWire, Napster, kind of a thing of the past. But there are a lot of other avenues you can get music from illegally. If you don't pay for it, you're stealing it. Okay, so, and then they go out and they underbid professional, hardworking DJs. DJs like myself and others who have worked in the business over 10 years, toting speakers, dragging miles of speaker cords. People that worked really hard to establish ourselves. Listen to god-awful music that we couldn't stand because it was on a playlist. A lot of us, cut our teeth in nightclubs, smoky bars, making next to nothing. A lot of us, might have worked for a multi-DJ service, like a DJ, not a DJ pool of music, but like a co-op. Going out on a gig, maybe 2 or 3 times a month, making next to nothing. A lot of us have worked really hard to get to where we are today, to be able to charge the $800, $900, $1,000 and on up. And then you got these guys out here just running our names in the dirt. I mentioned the negative connotation of the title DJ. Even myself, when I hear the phrase DJ, the first thing I think of, outside of my company or my business, is some 20 nothing punk with, a boom, like a speaker box out of the trunk of his, 1980 Escalade or whatever ghetto ride, and a couple tweeters and a laptop full of ripped, stolen music. Hell yeah, I can DJ your wedding. I'll be there for $100. I've got $100 worth of speaker cords laying around my feet right now. Okay, don't get me wrong. There's a big difference between doing a gig for a family or a friend, or just really trying to help somebody out and doing it for next to nothing or for cheap. There's a big difference in that. And these guys that do it week after week after week after week, they're going price. You call them today, $100. You call them tomorrow, $100. You call them next Thursday, oh, it's New Year's Eve, $150 and a case of beer. These guys will ruin your wedding. You get what you pay for, bottom line. Camden DJ and Event Services has close to $10,000 invested in just the pro audio alone. And we're talking, speakers, players, amps, power conditioners. It takes us 3 hours to set up. And we're not even talking, as far as the value, we're not even talking lights. That's a whole nother deal. 60-inch flat screen monitors or projector, for projecting images or slideshows or music videos, whatever you want. We put a lot of time, a lot of money, sacrificing things we want to better our businesses. And when I say we, I mean the professional DJ. We don't just have a couple speakers that we picked up from somewhere and now we're going to start hitting a hustle. Be wary of anybody that will do your wedding for next to nothing. Unfortunately, I myself have had to drop our rates a lot. I mean, we have an advertised rate that we stand by, but we do have discounted rates for different scenarios, and we do a lot of functions for cheaper than we should. But we do that because if we didn't lower our rates, we wouldn't make any money at all. And it's because of the Craigslist DJs. Years ago I worked in the electrical field, and when the state of Florida, I live in Georgia. Camden DJ and Event Services is located in St. Mary's, Georgia, in the beautiful county of Camden, hence the name. I worked as an electrician in Florida, and when they did away with the requirement of an electrician having to have a license and only the business owner having to have a license, almost overnight you've seen the value of that field drop. Now anybody could be an electrician. All you had to have was a set of tools from Home Depot and you could get a job as an electrician. And business owners exploited that. They went from having to pay their whole crew $25, $26 an hour to now they could pay their whole crew $11 an hour and one or two guys pay them full rate because they were licensed electricians. And even nowadays, I think a licensed electrician, depending on where you're at and who you work for, probably doesn't even make $20 an hour. And using that as an example, when we first started this business, a $1,500–$1,600 wedding was normal. That was what people paid. Now we're booking things for $400 and up. It's the value of the business has dropped with the increase of hack DJs. And I stole the term hack DJs from DJ Brian Red, who's up north. DJ I just recently started following on YouTube. Because a hack DJ was go through your function and just hatchet it all up. And there won't be anything left. It bothers me. I hate to see where the industry's going. Will I drop my rates any lower? Probably not. I mean, you can't even, $400 for 4 hours, that's another thing. Well, you're only playing music for 4 hours. Yeah, well, it took me 3 hours to set up and it'll take me 2 hours to break it down. So, now you're looking at 9 hours. Oh, well, that's more than I make in my day job in 8 hours. Well, true. Maybe true. I don't know. Maybe not true. You get what you pay for. There's on our website, camdendj.com, there's a FAQ section, frequently asked questions, and it's got a list of questions that you should ask every DJ. Probably the first one you should ask is, well, I can't think of what the first one would be. Where do you get your music? Do you have a business license? Are you covered with liability insurance? Those three questions alone will weed out the hack DJs from the professional DJs. Granted, you don't have to have liability insurance, but what if, Meemaw trips over a speaker stand and breaks her hip at 83 years old? She may never come back from that. Is your DJ off of Craigslist going to be able to be of any assistance? If he doesn't pack up and leave right then, you'll probably never hear from him again. I guess that wouldn't happen though if you were rocking an iPod at your wedding, huh? Trust me, you would still have a speaker stand. I don't know. It's just the topic that's been bothering me. Anytime technology replaces a human being is unfortunate. Especially when you're the human being that's being replaced. That's bad. It bothers me. But what really bothers me more than that is when just a total crap hack DJ cuts your feet out from under you and does a function for half of what you're already given a great rate, and then they come in and do it for half. Part of our process when we're planning a function with a client is we have a client portal where the clients can go on to our system, log on to our server, and see their wedding evolve online months in advance. A lot of time goes into that, just like photographers. Photographers, we have a few that we work with. They spend hours outside of your function making everything perfect. I spend hours, if not days, outside of your function making sure everything's perfect. I don't just show up with a laptop, 2 turntables, and a microphone for $200. Just won't do it. And if that means you don't hire me, then I'm sure you'll find someone that will do your function for $200. But just understand, the moral of the story is you get what you pay for. My name is Ken, Camden DJ and Event Services. You can look us up at www.camdendj.com or find us on Facebook at Camden DJ Services, or you can call us directly 912-322-6255. Thanks.